So where are we at? We saw that mouth to stomach to small intestine and large intestine. And in the stomach and large intestine, we have absorption happening, right? Things get delivered from there basically. So it travels and goes to a cell. In the cell, what happens? Define respiration and what are the different types of respiration? I have given the clue. Take a guess. As a definition, respiration is a biological process through which a living organism releases energy from what it has consumed. For example, glucose. So this conversion is your respiration. What are the different types? Any idea? What does this look like? Yes, air. This is aerobic and this will be anaerobic. These are the two types of respiration. This occurs in the presence of oxygen. This occurs in the absence of oxygen. We'll be looking at that in detail now. But both the process produce one thing, and that is, can you guess what is this? So this is of course glucose. End product is energy by default, but there's an intermediate product, and what is that is what I'm trying to make you guys guess. It looks like he looks like yes, pirate. And the word here is pyruvate. Okay guys, it's an intermediate thing that's happening. So every aerobic or anaerobic respiration, it leads to pyruvate, production of pyruvates. Now, in aerobic respiration, we have the pyruvate converted to carbon dioxide and water in the presence of oxygen and mitochondria. So this is what happens in aerobic. Actually, I should have given you guys some time to think over this. Okay, let's do that in anaerobic respiration. Take a guess what is happening over here. Anaerobic respiration converts your pyruvates to clearly ethanol. And what is this? This is milk, and another way of telling milk is lactic, and it's an acid, so there is lactic acid. So this can be seen in yeast. So yeast does anaerobic respiration. Okay guys, now what leads to muscle cramp? Well, when you are doing something which is not regular, say you just ran some 10-15 kilometers and you are not a regular runner, or say even 3-4 kilometers, all of a sudden you sprinted and you are not breathing properly. So basically while you are running, right, while you are running and your breathing is not that great, basically the oxygen does not reach the part of the body. In that case, the pyruvate gets converted to lactic acid in your body, and because of that pH level decreases, and this leads to muscle cramp. And the muscle cramp goes away by breathing well in a deep manner, that is sitting and breathing well, and then it drops and you will be back to normal. Okay, so let's look at a lot of theories there. So what is respiration? What is its primary purpose? Respiration is a biological process through which living organism releases energy from food molecule like glucose. This provides cells with usable energy for life process. The very first thing that we started off with, why is that life? What is life and what is needed to maintain it? So for that, we are coming back to that point. What are the two main types? Aerobic and anaerobic. Presence of oxygen and absence of oxygen. Basically without oxygen. More than absence, I should tell without oxygen. What is the shared feature among the both? Herein, glucose will be converted to pyruvate. And this is the generic formula of pyruvates. So specific to anaerobic respiration, we have this happening in the presence of oxygen. Basically, it uses oxygen. I should be framing in that way. It uses oxygen and occurs in mitochondria. So example is basically us doing it. So end product is carbon and water. While in anaerobic respiration, it does not use oxygen. It results in production of substances like ethanol and lactic acid. Okay, so example is yeast. What happens to pyruvates in our muscles when oxygen is unavailable? So oxygen deficiency in muscle leads to pyruvate being converted to lactic acid. This process ensures energy production during intense activity when oxygen is limited. You need the energy, there's no other option. So the body goes to this mode. This accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle cramp due to temporary pH change. Cramp can be resolved, or you can unfeel or undo that when oxygen level in those part increases. Okay, so that is your respiration. Quite simple, right?